Good morning, everyone. I'm JP Thong. I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, Malaysia, and today is day 45 of Mindful Morning Meditation. I hope everyone is doing well today. So as we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do a bit of stretching. Stretch a little bit as everyone else is tuning in, yeah? I hope all of you had a good rest and had a great week. And as our conditional MCO, Movement Control Order, is coming to an end next Tuesday, are they extending it? Do you guys know? Did you hear about it? Because I'm not. Okay, that's good. Okay, so let's see who's here this morning. Let me see. Hi, Courtland, Christina. Good morning, Cindy, Jenny. 早晨, Jenny. Hi, Yiman, morning. Okay, as we're waiting for everyone, for those of you who've just tuned in, do your stretching so that you won't get pins and needles and you're very relaxed and calm. I have a bit of a stiff neck this morning, so I'm going to stretch my neck a little bit more. Okay, that feels good. Okay. Okay, that feels very good. Okay, let's see who else is here. Hi, Whoopi, morning. Okay, so we shall start with the 9-round breathing meditation. So please get yourself comfortable. If you're on the floor, again, please sit on cushions. Yeah, and if you're on the chair or sofa, sit at the edge. Okay, and make sure that whatever you're sitting on is firm so that it will lift your buttocks upwards and your spine and your head should be like this. Okay, and again, you should always visualize a string pulling up this way so that your chin comes down a little bit, all right, and the back is straight like that. And that is actually to promote much better circulation in your body. All right, so here we go. So left hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb with your fingers, put your left fist under your right armpit, right hand on your left nostril, and breathe in. Take your time. In. And out. As you breathe in, visualize white healing light, and out. Visualize dark smoke as you breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Okay, right hand, thumb down, wrap your thumb, put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand on your right nostril, and breathe in. breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. Two hands on your thighs. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Okay, and we are done. So how is everyone feeling this morning? Hi Glenn, good morning. Dr. Hank, Pastor Hani, Emily. Hello. Hi Cassandra, good morning. For those of you who just tuned in, we just finished the 9-round breathing meditation. If you missed it, it's okay. As I am talking right now, you can take deep breaths, not forcefully, but very naturally. Take deep breaths as I'm talking so that you actually ground yourself. Okay, the key here is to take full breaths and then exhale all the way so that you release all that stress and worries and all that has been piling on throughout the week, and you release it all out. So you can do this 9-round meditation or breathing meditation anytime during the day when you feel flustered, stressed, worried, whatever it is that you're going through, and you just like to have an immediate peace of mind. And when you do this, it will automatically calm your body and your mind. It's very, very effective. Okay, so if everyone is ready, I will do the sound bathing meditation. Now, the one that I used for the last 2 weeks, I have to give it back to Vajra Secrets because somebody was hearing me play the singing bowl and they wanted to buy it. So I retaliated because I told them I don't have another singing bowl. So what am I going to do? So anyway, one of our members heard me retaliate and say, "Hey, I have a singing bowl." So she arranged for someone to bring it up from KL, and here we have it. So yeah, but anyway, the singing bowl belonged to Vajra Secrets, and I thought, it'd be nice to meditate on sound. So this is good. When I hit this, you will notice that it has a different sound. It actually has a wider range of notes as I play it. So it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So if you notice the difference, then that's why. Okay, it's a different bowl. All right, so before we start, we will do this for 15 minutes, the sound bathing. For those of you who've just tuned in, focus on the sound. As you breathe, just breathe normally. You do not have to focus on your breath because this single-pointed meditation that we're doing is on the sound. All right, and I'll walk you through the visualization of how you allow the vibration to enter through your crown chakra and let the vibration travel through your body all the way down to your lower limbs. Yeah, and whatever thoughts may arise or whatever emotions that may arise or physical experience, like some of you have expressed that that your body started to shiver, or certain parts of your body start to shiver. It's okay. Watch this experience, be it a physical experience, or be it a thought, or an emotion. Watch it, and then bring your focus back to the sound. Okay, watch it, bring your focus back to the sound. And that is the exercise. So every time when we bring our focus back to the sound, the control or the mindfulness, how the mindfulness of bringing the focus back to the sound is part of the single-pointed meditation. Yeah? And that is the exercise here. So the more you do this, the better control you have of the mind. Okay, and of course, like I explained before, when we do sound bathing meditation, it has a very healing effect as well, because of the 7 metals that are hammered into this bowl, and the sound that is created with many notes that are singing simultaneously. It will release a lot of negative energy that is suppressed in your body. So it will allow it to surface, and then once it passes, you feel much lighter. All right, so here we go. So we will do this for 15 minutes. What time is it now? Okay, so 15 minutes, and don't worry, I will keep time for all of you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Remember to sit up straight, tilt your chin down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Every time you breathe in, visualize white healing light passing through your nostrils, filling every part of your body in this white healing light. And when you breathe out, visualize it as dark smoke, representing all your stress, worries, aches and pains, anger, depression. Breathe it all out. And when you breathe in, fill every single part of your cell with this healing white light that is packed with oxygen, love, kindness, and compassion. And you breathe out all your negativities. You're very relaxed, very calm. You're very, very relaxed. And I'm going to play the singing bowl now. Focus on the sound, traveling from your crown chakra, which is the top of your head, and let it vibrate all the way down to your feet. Focus on the sound. Watch your thoughts and watch your emotions. Bring your focus back to the sound. and compassion. Allow the sound of love, kindness, and compassion fill your entire body. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, and bring your focus back to the sound. Your entire body is now filled with this vibration of love, kindness, and compassion. focus back on the sound. Your entire body is now vibrating in love, kindness, and compassion. We're done. So how was that for everyone? Do share with me and write in your comments on the comment section about your experience. Hi Zarimache, Tachilelek, thank you very much, Zarimache, for tuning in. Hi Datuk May. Hi Cecilia, hi CK, Pas Antoinette. Thank you very much. And Peg Munting, King Hoy, thank you very much for tuning in. So for those of you who just tuned in, we just finished the sound bathing meditation. And for those of you who went through the sound bathing meditation with me just now, do share with me your experience and also share with me what you have written for your gratitude in your gratitude journal. Okay, so this is what I wrote yesterday in my gratitude journal. I said, I'm grateful to have found sandalwood trees for my late teacher's relic stupa project. It's very difficult to find sandalwood trees here because it is not indigenous in Malaysia. So there was a plantation because there's this company that grows it for commercial reasons. So we're very grateful that the owners have agreed to donate them to us. So I'm so very, very grateful for that. Number two, I'm grateful to have found sanitizing chemicals that are safe and non-corrosive. And number three, I'm grateful to be helping Kechara Oasis. Kechara Oasis is a vegetarian restaurant that is set up to promote vegetarianism in Petaling Jaya, which is a satellite city near our capital city, Kuala Lumpur. So I'm grateful to be helping them in restructuring its marketing and operations to cater to more takeaways and deliveries. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, most people are not very comfortable with dining in. So as a result, then we have to focus more on delivery service and takeaway. So we're in the midst of restructuring that. So do look out. So if you do like very good vegetarian food, do check us out. It's called Kechara Oasis. Yeah, so that was a commercial break there. And we are on Beep, beep.com. It's a food delivery platform, and we're signing up with Food Panda as well. Yeah, I think we've just signed that, and we should be appearing on Food Panda pretty soon. And I think we're also looking into Grab Food. Yeah, so again, do look out, and it'd be great for you to support our vegetarian restaurant, because the funds that we, or the profits that we earn from there is donated back to our charitable organization. Yeah, it is part of a social enterprise that we've set up to raise funds for our charitable causes. So thank you very much if you've been supporting, and if you've not, do check it out. All right, so do we have any questions so far? Let me see. Cochran says, great, the volume of this bowl seems louder. Not much emotions arose, but overall relaxing and healing. That's great. Yes, you see, every singing bowl has a different sound. So it's because it is, like I said, it is hand beaten. It's all handmade, but with 7 metals. And every singing bowl is going to produce a different sound. So that's why a lot of people go around checking out a singing bowl that they like. So that you will see people hitting it and doing this to it so that it will hum. And there's no right or wrong. I guess whichever sound that appeals to you will be your singing bowl. Yiman says the singing bowl sound is different. Missed the earlier singing bowl. you like the other singing bowl? Yeah, this sound has a higher tone, a higher note, and a lower note. So the range is huge for this bowl. It's pretty interesting, yeah? I don't mind this, but then again, I do notice that it has a very high pitch when I hit it a certain way, yeah? So again, it's all very personal what you like. But again, whether you like it or you don't like it, take a step back and notice the thoughts. See, these are thoughts. When we label what we perceive, and in this instance, it is a sound, it is a label. Okay, it is a thought. So when we do meditation, we watch the thought of liking or not liking, and we watch it and we focus back on the sound. That's very important. Yeah. So every time when we react, you go, ooh, that's pretty high pitch. Oh, ooh, that's pretty low pitch. Whatever it is, that is a thought, and sometimes an emotion may arise. So again, watch it and come back to focusing on the sound. Okay. So Yiman asks, after doing the singing bowl meditation by listening to the recording during the weekdays, my emotion is not as intense, and the meditation no longer triggers any tears in me compared to the first few sessions. Does that mean that I have healed to a certain extent, or I'm immune to the sound by now? Well, first of all, is if your tears have lessened, it means that you have less of these negative emotions that are being pent up in your system. So again, the healing bowl through the vibration will allow these negative energies to arise, and as you watch them and you go back to the sound, yes, you have let go of them. All right, but then again, if we do not change the way we perceive things in life, and then we choose to react to it in addition to that, it will again, you will create more negative emotions as a result. Yeah, so yes, of course you will heal, but then again, if you don't transform the way you perceive things, and you don't change the way where you catch yourself, and instead of reacting to what you perceive, you actually watch it and observe. If you don't stop that, again, you will create either positive emotions or negative emotions. Yeah? So have you really healed? I don't know yet. The ultimate healing would be the transformation of your mind, how you perceive things in life. That's the ultimate healing. Okay, so perhaps you can share with me whether or not you have, you have realized a shift in the way you perceive things. Yeah, Yiman? Whether or not you're immune to it, to the sound by now, that you have to ask yourself. Because if you're immune to it, it means that you're indifferent, that you're indifferent to it. So I don't think you'll be indifferent, because I've observed that you put in a lot of effort to listen to what I've got to share with you all, and you think very deep, and you take the time to ask a lot of these questions. So I think if I assess you correctly, you're not immune to it. It's just that a lot of your pent-up emotions have been released. Okay, so again, whether or not you create more negative emotions, that you will have to check your mind yourself and perhaps share with me. All right, so number 2, if our crown chakra is buzzing when we're meditating or talking about spiritual matters, does that indicate something? Well, it indicates that you're very open. You're very open to deeper understanding of the spirit which is the authentic self. Okay, you're very open to that, and you're open to learning, and you're open to, most importantly, practicing. Yeah, because a lot of times we love the intellectual stimulation. Oh, we love to hear about human psychology. We love to hear about how the mind works. We like to hear about how we can heal ourselves, and it's very fascinating. So that's why I call it an intellectual stimulation. But if we do not put it to practice, then we will not experience the ultimate benefit of it. Yeah, so understanding is the first step, practicing is the next. All right, so yes, that is an indication. But again, put it to practice. Okay, baby steps. Again, it's very, very important to take baby steps, because all of us are very gung-ho and we say, oh, it's all or nothing. But you see, it's very unrealistic for most of us, because not all of us would have that determination and resilience. And it takes time to build up. So again, I will repeat, it's already day 45. Remember the first day when we started, it was 5 minutes, and how difficult it is when we just meditated for 5 minutes. And then by the end of the 1 month, we were already at 30 minutes. And most of you expressed how easy it was to meditate for 30 minutes. And now we've changed that into sound bathing. Again, the first 2-3 sessions, some of you have expressed how challenging it was for you to, instead of focusing on the breath, now you have to focus on the sound. So our mind takes time to adjust. Yeah? And now that I've changed to another singing bowl, you notice how the sound is different. And because of that, the mind immediately projects a feeling of liking it and not liking it. You see how the mind works? So now that I have this bowl and the other bowl has been sold, so again, you will have to take baby steps to readjust to this new bowl. Yeah, so no right, no wrong, but see, that's how the human mind works. So when we take baby steps, it is more sustainable, whereby it is easier for us to just be consistent, to build that consistency. That's the key here. Consistency is the key. Yeah, many people have actually asked me, oh, if I don't meditate every day and I just do 1 hour or 2 hours on a Sunday, would that be just as good? I personally would not recommend that. I'd rather you just do 2-3 minutes every day. Because why? You will notice more benefits. Yeah, of course it's better than not doing it at all. Yeah, if you just cram everything into just one day, I mean, if your schedule really doesn't permit, which I doubt, because everything is about a choice. But if that's the best you can do, it's better than not doing it at all. Yeah. So again, I'm sure we can all spare 2 minutes or even 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a breeze for most of you by now. So do that before you sleep. Excuse me. So do that before you sleep, and do it religiously. Do it religiously. Why? Because you have experienced the benefits already by now. It's already day 45 of our sessions, and you would have the benefits that you have experienced so far that would motivate you to do more. Okay, which leads me to what I'll be talking today. It's about love as an offering, part 2. Yeah, how we offer that love to ourselves because we deserve that love. So I will talk about it afterwards. Okay, morning, Nancy. Cindy says, the sound of this singing bowl is very great. My whole body is reflecting with pains, vibrations, and blockage. Oh, that's very interesting. Yes, if you do have any blockage in your chakras, it will release it. That's why when you focus on the vibration entering through your crown chakra, the vibrations of love, kindness, and compassion, let it travel through your entire body. It will release all these negativities that are stuck in all these chakras. Yeah, and whatever thoughts that may arise or emotions that may arise, watch it and come back to the vibration. Okay, watch it. Watching it means do not label it, analyze it, and give it more energy to it. Watch it means just, okay, it's coming out. Let's focus back on the vibration. And that will be released. Because every time when you think about it, oh, where did that come from? What's that all about? You are actually feeding it with more of your energy to it, and it will just keep replaying, and you'll just be stuck in your system. And we don't want that. All right. So thank you very much, Cindy, for sharing that. Wubi felt very relaxed, almost feel floating, not much thoughts today. That's very good, Wubi. Cindy, I'm grateful that the Kechara remember kindness to lend the bowl for our sound bathing meditation. Yes, we're very lucky because otherwise I'll have to be hitting a rice bowl for all of you. Okay, so yeah, I'm very grateful for our member. Corinne, I felt so great and relaxed after a busy week. I like this bowl, louder and longer notes. Yeah, so if you like the singing bowl, you can actually, I hope it's not sold out because I heard from my colleagues from vajasecrets.com that it's very popular and everybody is like, buying it online or calling them to record the sound that each bowl makes, and yeah, I think there's only like a few left. Okay, so if you do like singing bowls, do check it out because these are authentic singing bowls that we curate ourselves. Dr. Hang says, easily focus on the sound bathing today and 15 minutes finish fast. Great for the changes and progress so far on the meditation. Thank you very much, Dr. Hank. Yiman, I'm grateful for the following, to have the opportunity to provide some encouragement to my colleague who's feeling stressed due to the need to juggle between her job and children at home. And found an efficient seller of fresh and good quality vegetables who can deliver the order to my house, to have attended webinars organized, recommended by my employer. Thank you. Cindy, thank you very much guiding us on the weekend morning meditation. Most welcome. And Peg, grateful to meditate together. Looking forward every weekend. Thank you, Peg. And the blood test showing great improvement on health. Oh, that's wonderful, Peg. Have a close friend as great companion. Yes. So if you do have health issues, and perhaps due to your stress that you experience every day, meditation will help greatly. Like I said, 5 minutes every day before you sleep, or as soon as you wake up, just sit on your bed and just meditate for 5 minutes. To get a head start. And again, in many of my sessions, I always say to have a clear intention for the day and focus on that intention throughout the day. It will help you tremendously. Okay? Has any one of you done that already? If you have, do share with me. Write in the comment section. Share with me whether or not that helps you. Okay? And if you have not tried that, do that already. It is very, very effective. Okay, we'll be grateful for this opportunity to know about the singing bowl and to meditate. Pastor Honey. Grateful for my cats who are therapeutic, for my husband, grateful for a room at home, which has become a prayer and meditation space. Yes, pets can be very, very therapeutic. So I am great that helps, Pastor Honey. Waiting, today seems fast, many thoughts, but overall it's relaxing and calming. Christina, grateful at Ji Chong Fan. Ji Chong Fan is a Malaysian rice roll, steamed rice roll, and happy able to give the old man some business. Old man, all right. Grateful to meet up with some old friends over a meal. Grateful for SOP. Wonderful. Kokluan, gratitude, able to observe Sagadawa with offerings to 3 jewels, able to join the live stream of some pujas this week. Christina says, love the sound of bowl, and somehow it makes the meditation so much relaxing and faster each time. Definitely, all these help. Okay, all this will help. There are crystal singing bowls as well that has a different pitch. That has a much different pitch. So again, it's very personal which you like. Okay, so today I will be talking about love as an offering, which is part 2. Now, Yiman also asked me some questions when I had this topic, love as an offering, part 1. So I will answer your questions, Yiman, and then from there I will continue with it is part of part 2. So here you go. You ask, I heard of people who love someone without knowing why, though the other person does not love them or reciprocate. They continue to love and care for that person, though they had tried to stop loving or caring for that person. Do you think that is unconditional love or blind love? Now, this is very subjective because the person has to ask himself or herself what this love really means. You see, because when we are when we love somebody on an intimate level, let's say it's your partner, your spouse, your children, there is always some selfish or conditional attachment to that love. It is a tainted love. It is not, usually it is not unconditional love. Usually it is not. Of course, there are exceptions. There are exceptions, but the tendency for it to be a conditional love is very strong. The reason why is, we need to check ourselves. If it is unconditional love, and we always offer help to the person, and we offer our energy, our time, our resources to the person unconditionally. So whether or not the person reciprocates or not, it doesn't matter, because you love the person unconditionally and you do whatever it takes to help that person. Not spoil the person, because we will tend to do that. Because spoiling a person, just because a person wants something, or be it your attention, your advice, your resources, whatever it is, and you know that just because a person demands it, and you give in, and you know that it doesn't help the person, you're not loving the person conditionally. I mean, you're not loving the person unconditionally. You're doing it because you are attached to their acceptance of you. You're attached to their acceptance of you. So, are you truly benefiting the person, or are you doing it for your own attachment? So there's always that fine line there, which we will know deep down. So as a third party, and when you ask me this question, I cannot tell you whether or not it is out of blind love. Blind love means that it implicates that you're doing it out of attachment. Okay? It denotes that it's all out of attachment, and you're doing it because you love the person. In the name of love. So again, one is conditional love and one is unconditional love. So which one is it? Only your friend will know. And if you know your friend well enough, I'm sure through your sharing when you are talking, you'll be able to decipher which one it is. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you need more clarification, do write in the comment section. Okay, number 3, you said that it takes practice to rewire our mind that used to expect reciprocity to reciprocate, okay? How do we practice to transform our mind to love unconditionally? Is it by keeping focus on love instead of fear? When we focus on love, again, when we focus on love, we focus on what does love really mean? Love means how do I benefit the other person? How do I benefit the other person? Is a person feeling stress? Does the person need a helping hand? Does my offering of my love to this person help this person ultimately become independent, become resilient, become wiser, become more selfless? How does my offering of love help this person ultimately? That is the key here. If my love helps them become more attached? Am I really loving them? Or do I have another agenda, which is what? Hoping that they will reciprocate the love for us. Because if I always give in to what they want, just like a child, who has had the 10th candy, and you know that the child should not be having that 10th candy, and you still give it because why? Because you don't want your child to be throwing tantrums and say, I hate you. So you give in. And when you give in, are you really benefiting the child ultimately? So these are questions that we can ask ourselves, and we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. What is it? Why is it so important that the person must reciprocate? Why? There are, of course, certain instances whereby, well, some people take it for granted. They just take and take and take and just suck the energy out of you, just suck the life out of you, and they keep taking. And sometimes out of compassion, you stop to wake the person up. You're still giving. What are you giving? You're giving them an awareness. You're still offering them love by putting a stop to what you've always been giving them, because they are just sucking the life out of you. So out of compassion, you stop in the hopes that they will wake up and they'll go, why are you not giving me? And they will slowly realize how they just cannot continue to take advantage of your kindness. So there are no hard and fast rules. As long as our intention is very clear that my love, my offering of my love, is to benefit you ultimately. And what is that? It means whatever it takes. So in order for us to be in this environment on planet Earth, as we age, we realize that it's not always a stroll in the park. We have to learn to be more resilient. And things are very unpredictable. There can be sunshine right now, and then a minute later, there can be a thunderstorm. Life is very, very unpredictable, and how we choose to react to it, that takes practice. And that's why we need to study. When we study that the law of nature is so unpredictable and full of disappointments, we embrace that. Instead of fighting it and being in denial and think that you're still in la la land, you go, okay, so that's the law of nature. Okay, there are ups and downs. That's the law of nature. We embrace it, and we're ready for it. So come what may, we dance with it. That's what I'm saying. We dance with it. If this happens, we dance with it. Then, because we practice meditation, we have trained ourselves to be very focused on what's more beneficial for us. Because why? Well, we love ourselves very, very much. So we would do things that will ultimately benefit us. And that's very important. Instead of being in denial and just KIV everything and think that everything will be fine and pray for a miracle. You can pray all you want, nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. So let's be more pragmatic, take baby steps again towards real love. And of course, love as an offering starts with ourselves. It starts with ourselves. Offer the real love to ourselves. Forgive ourselves. If we don't forgive ourselves, how are we ever going to forgive others? That is why when we find it very difficult to forgive others is because why? Because deep down there's something inside of us that we have not forgiven. Okay? Because deep down inside of us, there's an aspect of us that we have not truly forgiven. So now that you have meditated with me for 2 months already, you would have that focus to go deep down and see, what is it that I have not forgiven about myself? What is it? And when you work on it and you embrace it and you let it go, you feel much lighter. Definitely you feel much lighter. And when that happens, you will notice that you can forgive others much, much better. So this again is taking baby steps. Okay, so I hope that helps. Do we have any questions so far? Okay, so Yiman says, how do we practice to transform our mind to love unconditionally? Well, focus on like I said, how do we benefit others unconditionally? How do we benefit them? It can be tough love or it can be peaceful love. Yeah, just because the person wants something from you, it doesn't mean that you have to give in all the time, because if you realize that giving in all the time doesn't help the person grow, then don't. So again, it's case to case. Okay, so again, how do we train ourselves, rewire ourselves, or transform our mind to love unconditionally? Focus on what I just said. How do I benefit others? And ultimately, how do I benefit myself? Okay, and is it by keeping focus on love instead of fear? Of course. Okay, definitely. Okay, I need to wrap up soon. Let me see what else. Any other questions? Okay, last question. We've seen so many cases of divorce even amongst long married people. I was wondering if the divorced people have lost love. Well, they lost the concept of what the spouse should be and should not be. So when the relationship is based on your projection of how this person should and should not be, and after a while, you kind of realize that the person doesn't fit your projection. Your projection means your expectation of the person. And after 10, 20, 30 years, they realize that, the person is not what I thought the person is. And you may think, oh, the person has changed. Very few people change in actuality. It's just that because you see the person 24/7, especially in this lockdown where you see your partner 24/7, you will notice that the person's guard is down at certain times of the day, and you see other aspects of the person. And these other aspects of the person will arise, is triggered by conditions of the environment. Okay, there are many aspects of the mind, and things happen that will trigger it. So just because you have not experienced that doesn't mean that that is not part of the person. And that's why many people say, oh, you have changed. Actually, most of the time, people don't change. They just become more fixated or with whatever it is that they're attached to. And it just becomes more apparent. That's all, through age. So when we say that we want to practice our spirituality, what it actually means is we go time out. Let me assess myself, what's working and what's not working, and then from there, whatever's not working, we work on it, and we transform to make it more positive. That will make more positive means that it will benefit ourselves ultimately, and that's why when we have these sessions, that's what you're doing. You're giving yourself a break because you love yourself the right way, and you're putting the effort 1 hour a day with me during weekends to explore our mind, so that when we have a better understanding of how our mind works, you're able to go, aha, so I should stop doing that because it's not going to help me ultimately. Okay, so that is loving ourselves unconditionally. So that's a very, very good start. Okay, so I hope I have answered your question, Cochrane. Okay, so no, so they have not lost their love for the person, but they've lost the love of the concept that they have projected onto the person. So it was a wrong experience, which led to a wrong perception, and hence the reaction now. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you very much once again for joining me today. We will have another session tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Malaysian time. Again, if you do have friends who you think who will benefit from our sessions, ask them to tune in. Otherwise, if it's too early for them, they can always watch, on our fan page. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.